said the boy got his own money. ERROL Spence out here eating, looking jacked, looking sliced ahead of his fight with I want to be victorious in my fight with Manny Pacquiao is going down in August. I can't wait. ERROL Spence, he's looking impressive. Stay tuned to this video, Ego Weight Watchers. You don't want to miss a thing. We work. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Listen, if you want to see Pacquiao, it's up to my promoter and ERROL Spence. Hit the subscribe button. Keep it locked on the channel. Tap in with me. I will be covering this fight extensively as I am really juiced and excited. In addition, you'll get all types of boxing content, some UFC. I cover the sweet science. I've been doing this for years. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, support in the multiple ways that you can. Hit the like button, share the video, recommend the channel. That's the fee that I ask for all the hard work on the channel. I'm one person, so appreciate you guys. Click the link if you want more on boxing. Subscribe. This is your one-stop shop for all your boxing needs. Now, I made that slideshow at the beginning for you guys to show you that ERROL Spence, ahead of schedule, right, is looking in shape. As of me recording the video, today is June 15th, right? Manny Pacquiao, I made some videos about him. He's looking good in his training camp, and they're getting ready for their upcoming fight. Man, Pacquiao looks fast. See, you can always tell, or at least me being an avid boxing fan and, you know, voice and pillar in the boxing community and stuff like that, you could tell the massive fights like this, because at the end of the day, you can tell when it's a great fight because the level of respect that two people share when they're about to share the ring is undeniable. And I was happy as hell when Pacquiao announced the fight. I predicted it, but you know, I'm Ego Stradamus. You know, I try to put my best foot forward, and then we'll see what happens. But I predicted that this fight would take place, and then when he announced it, just made it official, I was like, dope. This is the best Southpaw versus Southpaw battle that we've seen in many, many, many years. Based on paper, Pacquiao's never in a boring fight, and neither is ERROL Spence. Now, you guys are on my show. I started this years ago. Ego Weight Watchers, aka ILL. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle, before, after pics, progress pics, to let you know what type of shape the fighters are in. I've been doing it for years. You know where you heard it here first. And the man Spence, he looking sliced up, y'all. He's looking absolutely ripped. And the impressive thing is, as I said, today's date as of me recording the video is Tuesday, June 15th. He doesn't fight Manny Pacquiao until August 21st. So, you know, the great thing about Google is this. You could type it in, August 21st, 2021. So 67 days away, and he's already in that type of shape. Amazing. Now, this is the mark of a super fight. Again, Pacquiao, never in a boring fight. You don't know Pacquiao for that, and you don't know ERROL Spence for that. Two of the best southpaws, past and present. You know, ERROL Spence wants to prove that he's the man. Hey, stop that cat, big fish, man there. And Pacquiao wants to go out with the bang. He's chosen a hard opponent. And this is what people wanted to see when he was kind of towards the end of his tenure with his top rank deal. He was, you know, he was fighting Jesse Vargas and Chris Algieri, Brandon Rios off a loss, and fights like that. Jeff Horn, nobody knew, and I thought Pacquiao won that fight. But at the end of the day, Pacquiao's looking sharp. Now, speaking of Pacquiao, since we're talking about him, I made a video. This is why you guys, I implore you, subscribe to the channel. I'm putting in work, especially for the fights that I personally want to see. Then, you know how they say, if you do what you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I feel so blessed and fortunate to have the channel. It doesn't feel like I'm working. You know, I truly love this sport. and I get to enjoy it. But Pacquiao just posted some training clips. He was looking blazing fast, and then we'll get to Errol Spence. Stay tuned. I'm gonna insert the clip. Roll the clip. Nothing but work. Wrapping his hands. So you guys seen Manny Pacquiao. He's looking like the speed demon that he is, the whirlwind and stuff like that. And on his part, it looks good. But on my channel, I like to show y'all both sides of the coin. We showed you Pacquiao. I showed you how Pacquiao's looking. He looks great. He looks like he's in shape. Now we got to take a look at that boy from DeSoto, Dallas's own. Hey, start that cat, ERROL Spence. All right, we here now. ERROL Spence ripped, ready to go, ahead of schedule. This is amazing. Let's go. Wow. Already getting that work. Bro, look at the man right now. Look at the man's traps. Busted a full sweat. No regrets. Pacquiao Spence, August 21st. Man, I'm jazzed for this fight. Bro, look at ERROL Spence's shape right now. He putting in work. He putting in work right now. Now I included this. This is from ERROL Spence's very last fight. And I did this as a reference because I knew I was going to do the commentary for this video. And this is him at the weigh-in at his last fight. You know, in the pandemic, of course, fresh off the horrific car accident that he was in. And they fought in December. You see it on his mask. He has the COVID mask. And it was December 5th. But just look at ERROL Spence with the shape he's in for Danny Garcia. This is important because ERROL Spence did an interview with Barbershop, and he says for the Danny fight, he says way after the fact, but recently he says things went wrong in that camp and he was 75, 80%. That wasn't even the full-fledged Errol. And this is him at the weigh-in, you know, still in shape. But look at him right now. He looking solid. And I think I just looked it up. It was 67 days until the actual fight. So he's looking ahead of schedule. You know, of course, this is just me with the eye test, but he looking ready. And if you follow ERROL Spence's career, you'll remember that Errol, the day after the Danny Garcia fight, if you follow him on social media, you'll notice that he was running, he was getting his miles. So whatever happened in that car accident, you know, outside of what we've seen internally, looks like it has made a monster out of ERROL Spence mentally. It's like this was the awakening, and ERROL Spence knows what he's on this planet for, and he knows he wasn't ready to check out, and God saved him. So he's here with that second chance and giving it all he got. That's what it looks like to me. You know, I can't speak for another grown man, but that's what it looks like to me. I'm just saying. Boom. So ERROL Spence, I mean, for the most part, he's always came in shredded for his fights at the weigh-in and stuff, but he did admit, like he did interviews with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on their podcast and stuff like that, that at times he was ballooning up in his off season. So I think first of all, he's in Texas. So those Texas gyms, I went to ERROL Spence's weigh-in. I was at this weigh-in right here. This was the Ocampo fight. And I was at this weigh-in, and I was sweating profusely. I'm from Cali, so it gets hot, but it was that Texas heat was different. So I know ERROL Spence's gym is hitting triple digits. So ERROL Spence, I don't think he has a problem being a gym rat and getting in shape, but you set yourself up for almost failure when you have to come from such a high weight and you have to do it in whatever amount of time. And what I've noticed in boxing is some of these big fights, they've been happening and being announced and finalized and stuff closer to the actual day they're fighting. Like the Wilder fight just happened with Tyson Fury, and they're about to fight in July. So a lot of these big fights and super fights, they're doing them almost closer with little time to prepare. So all in all, that's when it becomes more dangerous, especially as you get older, to be trying to cut weight and cut mass amounts of weight when you're 189 and 190, and then you're trying to slice back down to 147. Again, the male body, if you know science, anatomy, as you get older, your metabolism slows, things start to change. You're fully done with puberty and stuff like that. So different things can become harder. But whatever happened, ERROL Spence looks like he is, he looks like he's ready. Like he's aware of everything that he's up against, and he got that second chance at life, and he's taking advantage of it. Now, I also want to add that ERROL Spence Jr. has enlisted the service of Blu-ray Fitness. And if you look at I think they had 11 fights together. Shout out to Blu-ray. But they had about 11 fights together, including fights like the Chris Algieri fight. And this was a stoppage. This was a stoppage for ERROL. And this is something that Pacquiao and Ruslan Provodnikov couldn't do. So whatever type of training and strength and conditioning he got going on, he puts them through the ringer. He puts the fighters through the ringer. Because ERROL Spence, as a boxer, he already has that. You know, he already has the fundamentals. You know, here's a picture, a little bit of them getting the work in together. And you can see this was May 6th. So you can see ERROL's been putting in the work. So I like this energy from ERROL. Pacquiao's not the only one. Look, there's my comment. I said, nah, he already swole #man down 5 weeks ago. He already putting the work in, got a new back piece, back tattoo. Listen, ERROL's a problem. The thing too, like, I'm making the video, but he didn't even post. Like, if you go to ERROL Spence's page, he didn't post a picture. This man been low. I think that's kind of his personality anyway. But he's been tucked. He knows what he's doing this for. He got a second chance, and he's focused, eyes on the prize. I ain't mad at that. You know, eat, sleep-ish boxing, and spend time with your family, spend time on your ranch, and get ready for Pacquiao. The man looks dialed in. As a fight fan and, you know, a person who discusses boxing and goes over all this stuff and analyzes, and it's all I can ask of the fighter. Take your career serious, learn from your mistakes, whatever they may be, and keep pushing forward. Like, I'm not trying to sound cheesy like a Rocky movie, but it's kind of like that, you know. It's not how you can get hit, how you can keep getting hit and keep getting up and keep moving forward, you know. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbow. It's a mean and cruel place that'll beat you if you let it. And ERROL Spence look like he's on his Creed workouts or something. He looking in shape. The boy looking sliced up. So I fully expect a great fight from Spence and Pacquiao, and I fully expect ERROL to make weight and show up as the best southpaw like he's always done, you know. And I'll talk about this more, but it's gonna get bad for he with Blu-ray. Look, I don't know if Blu-ray was with him for this fight, but he was sliced in that fight. I was at that fight, and it was lit. But it's gonna be worse for Bud Crawford too, because the two guys that Crawford said he wanted to fight are fighting each other, and one of them got to win, and ERROL's probably gonna be the favorite to win. So at the end of the day, Bud Crawford, who is he gonna fight? And then furthermore, Bud Crawford told the whole world that he was deserving of 50-50 with Errol, you know, to get an even split or even the lion's share of money. I just don't. I'm a realist, baby. I don't see how that's gonna happen. He might mess around and get 10% after Errol get done with this like legendary run. You know what I mean? He fighting Mikey Garcia. I'm not even talking about the Kell Brook and Lamont Peterson. Okay, he fought Mikey Garcia, unified with Sean Porter, who arguably all of his losses were debatable. And then he survived an accident, which, you know, gave him like urban legend points. And then he mentally proved people wrong, beat Danny Garcia worse than anybody. And now he about to fight Pacquiao, and he looking super focused and dialed in, and, you know, bringing some of the old team members back and stuff. Man, stop. There's my video. Man, we be all over Google. Anyway, hashtag man down. Let me know what you guys think. Errol is looking vicious. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Will it be man down? Pacquiao's looking good too. This is just a fight. Listen, this is just a great fight. Pacquiao looking the crazy. He knows what he's up against. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I promise I'm working. 2021, keep supporting. I'm going to keep working for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, buy this pay-per-view. We're just going to keep growing the sport of boxing organically. Peace.